Keep the back
Money talks, what the is he saying? You can ask his, then ask his who the man. Bro, them get the stepping like parades about them bands. My little Tinkerbell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Yeah, let's go, get some money, they playing. Hopped up out this cyber truck, my wrist cost a lamb. I'm tired of buying cars to my driveway jam. The neighbors still.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The veteran Joey Sly ready to get this started. Glad to have you with us, folks. And we are underway here at Gillette Stadium. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Now this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
So that play looks
good luck
because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving
I said
in one
good
direction.
luck.
And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way in.
I do it for my streamers. That's final gum for the 7-yard.
Marquise Brown.
We're going to spank them.
Yards. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Right now you got 0.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
He gonna quit, y'all. He talks too much. He gonna quit. It's the easy part.
Let's go.
To the air, May. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here's May. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England
Yeah,
first
he gonna
down.
lose,
We'll see
y'all.
what
He
kind of
garbage.
mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
You're a clown.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
You're a clown.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll run with Gibson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. After
still got 0.
7-0 on EA Sports.
You still got 0.
Start of the second quarter from Fox.
Well, shut up then. The fuck? Are you talking with 0? Shut up then.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Feel like you stopped me.
Throwing here is May. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off.
I hope you can score.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended
Still got 0 allowed, man.
To throw, it's May. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough.
I don't need much time to score, so that don't bother me.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Stevenson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Stevenson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
He went absolutely nowhere. You didn't hear him say he went absolutely nowhere? You must can't see. You must be deaf if you can't see.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Stevenson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage.
You're going to score no matter what. Come on,
Loud. Second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's caught.
You didn't score, garbage. Shut up. You so embarrassing. Shut up.
But cannot push forward into the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They laughing at you. And he tried to waste time, y'all.
More than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play,
his final underscore gone 47. He's jacked.
Either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Still got 0.
2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
Another touchdown. ESPN, he gonna quit, y'all. We're gonna embarrass this stupid ass little boy.
He's to the 10 and all the way in for a Kansas City.
He finna quit.
I put the new 4Gs on the G. I into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer calls cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting ready.
Good luck.
I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. All this designer on my body got me drip, drip. Hey, straight up out the objects, I'm a big. If I got up, I'm a sip, sip. I run the racks up with.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium.
Hey, y'all. I gotta turn him off because he's cussing, y'all. I can't have it on the screen. I gotta turn him off. Hold on.
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Arrowhead. McCole Hardman now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking to throw Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
50, yellow.
3rd and long for him here. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete. So they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. What a play on 4th down. They get the first after a gain of 27. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Yellow.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
Attack.
Offense up to the line fast.
Easy. Hey, Ripley. 15.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Hey, Ripley.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
43.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's Worthy running the slant. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
From the 23, setting up the running back screen. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Hey, 15.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. A counter give here to Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Getting out to his left. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
15. Hey, Riblin.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Right side.
They'll go. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Report, report. 180. Sit up.
Lamar off to play fake. Buying some time right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now it's 2nd down. Blitz coming here, Jackson. The screen pass falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson to the air. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
I'm already.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Play fake, Jackson. He finds Aguilar. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
It's not. No, we changed it.
Jackson looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
180. Nice shot. Shot.
Lamar now from the gun. Finding Flowers. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Staring at fourth down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bullock's kick is good. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Attack, attack! Attack!
Blitz coming, Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. The time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Easy.
Here's Mahomes now. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41.
Fire down these two.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Reed now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with Henry. Broke through the tackle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First and 10 from the 41. They go play fake with Jackson. Finds Aguilar. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Hey, report! Report!
Play action. Here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Jackson now on third. Henry on the catch. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Hey, report! Report! 13.
Henry running to the left. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action now with Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Yellow! Right side!
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Has him on the quick hitter. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular when the back ended up being the target and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. Back to throw it. Pass complete, screenplay. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. And absolutely no chance of getting the yards he needed. He's brought down well short, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
BC, ready?
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Ready.
Trying down the middle with Henry. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Second down now, 7 to go. Another run for Henry. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock, and helped out that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone.
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, well, can mean a touchdown.
Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2. They want to run it across. And he's in for 2. And an 11-point lead for his team. So they stick with a hot hand partner, and he ends up adding 2 more on top of that touchdown.
I'd say 8 points is a pretty solid try's work for him.
Right.
And as long as he's producing, seeing the gaps, getting the pads down, getting those tough yards, feed that man the ball, he won't be denied.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes. He fires one deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down throw, Mahomes. He's on the move. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Brandon Stevens has it.
Not a lot of one-play swing.